The following program is rated mature. It may contain strong, coarse language, violence, and other mature content not appropriate for children under 17. The views expressed in this program may not represent those of this cable station or its employees.
It's 9 o'clock on a Friday night, so grab a seat and you just might see something really great. You've got the time, it's not too late to watch a show that will give you laughs and chills and thrills. There's nothing that they haven't tried, 'cause everything tastes great when it's deep fried. So lock your doors and sit right down. There is no better place to go, 'cause it's time for the Not So Late Show.
Was finger quote cheap enough where I was really considering it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true. Ooh, that's gonna burn the shit out of my mouth. Hey, welcome to the Not So Late Show. Burning the shit out of your mouth.
One day at a time.
Yep, pretty much. Jay, welcome. I heard you had an eventful path to get here.
Yeah, a lot of interesting things happen. I just bought a house in Hawaii.
Did you really?
Yeah, in the Leilani Estates. I heard they're really great.
When did you buy it?
Just yesterday. Just really cheap.
Yesterday morning?
Yeah. Why?
Was it a hot deal?
Yeah, I couldn't believe how cheap it was.
Like, were they advertising it as in
Too
fuego?
soon in many ways.
Yeah.
You bought it too soon.
Yeah.
Was it like listed as in fuego?
I'm not gonna lie, like, cause I'm a huge Hawaii nut. They're called macadamias. There you go.
Beat me to it.
I knew it was coming. There you go. I was pretty close to buying a flight out this morning.
And then you realize, oh, the plane might melt as I fly
No.
over.
No, they would just push them out the window with a parachute.
Oh.
Out the door.
But like, I have to be back for work.
It's a
Stupid
no-stop
work.
flight. Not non-stop,
No.
no-stop.
Yeah.
No stop. Yeah,
We fly over, you parachute out, and then we just go back home.
exactly. This had a 6.9 earthquake. That's crazy town.
Now, for us in Connecticut, we don't really know what earthquake like that would feel
I think
like.
it-
Actually out of the loop on this one.
Really?
Damn it, Doug. This is what you get for doing
Do it.
sports, Doug Sports.
Have you watched the news at all?
Oh, great.
I will give you a comparison.
Well, we experienced one when we were there in December, but that was a little one.
You remember the Virginia earthquake? That just rocked the East Coast, right?
Yeah.
5.8.
Okay.
6.9 is more than 10 times stronger than that.
Right, because the numbers don't go up kind of in
It's
scale.
logarithmic.
They go
Yeah.
go up in
But
magnitude.
like a 6.8 would have been 10 times stronger. So this is like more like 12 to 13 times stronger.
It was a big bada boom.
It
So
was
the entire island shook, is what we're saying.
yeah, and I'm sure they felt it on Maui, and there might be a tsunami and all the other fun jazz.
To hit California and all them.
Well, if it gets to California, it'll be small if there is one generated by it. It depends on the type of seismic waves generated by it.
Okay.
Needless to say, we're wishing everyone out in Hawaii the best.
Yes.
Definitely.
Please be safe. Don't poke the lava. It's like a bear.
I saw a bear today.
Did you? Oh, I saw a dog. I saw two.
I saw 2 bears.
Did you see 2 bears?
I did.
I saw 3 dogs.
Were they hugging?
I did not see 3
I was going to
bears.
see how high this was going to go.
No, it's just 2.
Okay.
It was a mama bear and I want to say baby bear, but it wasn't really so much of a baby anymore.
Yeah, they grow up so fast.
An
Did
adolescent bear.
Yeah.
you shoot it? Make a rug out of it?
No.
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 You should.
I did peg it with a rock so it didn't get in the trash.
That's not the same.
No, it's different, but yeah.
Pew.
Yeah.
Oh, oh.
Well, I want to discourage it from being around
Doing
the
there?
house.
Yeah.
Without, killing it.
Yeah.
Or seriously harming it, but it should be like, afraid of humans, sort of deal.
Nah. Oh, hey, it's him.
Yeah, oh, cool. That looks tasty.
The guy who the moving appetizer's back. Okay.
Oh, it looks like a bear crab rangoon.
Mm.
So, that scared it off across the brook, and then it's gone.
Okay.
Yep,
Was that just the baby or was that the mama?
both of them.
Okay.
Yeah, well, when the mama goes, the baby follows.
Okay.
Yeah.
How big's the baby?
About J size.
It's not a baby.
What?
That's not a baby. That's a big
It
baby.
was for a bear.
Okay.
From bears, I get like 5 grams. That's like 200 pounds.
Yep.
I'm complimenting you. All right, anyways.
I'm a baby bear.
You're like an adolescent bear.
Yeah. Teenage bear. What'd you do this week, Pat?
I worked
All right.
a lot.
That sounds like fun.
Went to the hospital.
What? Why did you go to the hospital?
But somebody I knew was in the hospital.
Anyone you want to share?
Related to me, probably doesn't want it to be mentioned.
Fair enough. Old and crotchety, cranky.
No comment.
Good times.
You're the one that said that.
So maybe.
But
Sorry, I do
everything.
that person like once every 3 years. So
Yeah. And you go,
They'll forget by then.
probably not like an elephant.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Everything's fine though.
Why are
So
you talking about Brittany like that? That's not very nice.
Ooh, shots
Oh.
fired.
Oh. Shots fired.
Brittany, I didn't say that. Brad did. So when we invite him over for dinner for something, put the poison in his meatloaf.
This will be a change of pace for you.
Because I've built up an immunity to it. It does not taste good.
No. Well, eventually it
I
will.
wonder why those life insurance policies keep getting taken out of my life, though.
5th volcanic eruption confirmed in Hawaii. I'm looking at these like earthquake feeds. My phone is just like alert.
Like at some point, the
I'm like, if
seismographs
this only alerts for what? Hold on, watch this. Hold my beer. I'm gonna go back into the earthquake app here, and I'm going to turn down the threshold for this from a 3.0 to 2.0. So let me go to my settings, threshold.
and you're gonna find one more.
2.0. It'll be a lot more. And done. Timeline. Ooh, damn. Like that. That's crazy town.
Well, it's just continuous.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I had a
basi-
6.9 and then a 6.3. That's nuts. Nuts.
so it's just like
Yeah. It's living in a paint shaker. All
Can you imagine trying to paint your house at that time?
It would just do it for you. The wall would just
yeah,
move.
just
and
put the
you
roller
right.
against the
Still when
wall.
the house moves, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Never mind. Makes it easier.
That's how you create impressionist art. My impression of an earthquake. All right, too soon? Too soon.
No, it's still happening.
So, can you say something so soon that it's not too soon? You've preceded the too soon?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, is there that, like, kind of, like, magic window where you can, like, make fun of something?
Like where like let's say I'm having a heart attack, you'd be like, oh, it looks like Pat Attack's having a heart attack, and be like, while it's happening, that's
First of all, I'd never make a joke that lame.
Okay.
Not even I would make a joke that
might
lame.
make a joke that lame.
Not on TV. Not with recorded evidence.
Well, hopefully I'm not having a heart attack on
Right.
air at some point.
If anyone's going to have a heart attack, it's going to be me, because I'm eating Chinese crab rangoon.
And a gallon of
opposed
Snapple.
to-
Yep.
American crab rangoon? You said you're eating Chinese crab rangoon. I didn't know if there was like an American crab rangoon and like a Mexican
This
crab
was Chinese
rangoon.
at one point, and then, yeah,
It was never Chinese.
that's true.
Just like fortune cookies.
Never Chinese.
Never Chinese.
Japanese.
No. Well, not in that form.
Yeah. Well, they were first made by a Japanese restaurant, I thought. But all right, anyways, in America. So that's weird.
America.
Yeah. So I did nothing except
Somebody's
for...
got to use this.
I will. Yeah. So I did nothing except for work as well. Jay, what did you do?
Well, help my lovely lady at home fix a pipe. And by help, I mean...
So that's what you're calling it, huh?
You cleaned your pipes?
Yeah.
And by help, I mean... Oh, another notification. Another earthquake.
Yep.
And by help, I mean I stood there, held a flashlight for a couple minutes, and then encouraged her. While... I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm no plumber.
All right, Aaron.
I don't know where to put pipe or anything like that.
Nope, now you're trying. Now it's not funny. It's not funny anymore.
But
You
anyway,
weren't trying before.
well,
And then it was funny. Now you're trying, now it's not funny. That's how comedy works.
well. So that, and that's, well, did some moving.
Did you find anything new in there, Jay?
Not according to her.
Well, it's true.
Oh, man, I am like Hawaii.
On fire!
Too soon.
Oh.
Not too
Nope,
soon.
still progress.
Still progress.
Still progress.
All right.
And that was it.
Speaking of actual comedy,
Not here.
I watched the John Mulaney stand-up special.
Who?
John Mulaney.
Which one's he?
He's oh crap! I used to be able to do a shitty impression. Now I can't even do that.
Oh, good.
Didn't we just watch? Was he here when we watched the clip?
I don't know. I wasn't here. John Mulaney talks like this when he does a stand-up routine.
Had a TV show, was on SNL.
Oh, yeah. I know who he is.
Just hosted SNL like
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Right? Yeah. It was good. It was really good, actually.
Damn it.
You cut yourself?
No.
What did you get soda on your hand?
Yeah.
It happens. That's
You want to know what sucks? The machine said Orange Crush, and I was like, fuck, I haven't had Orange Crush in a long time.
and it was Fanta.
Fanta.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Is Fanta the same? Fanta Orange the same as Orange Crush? Or are they different? Has anyone seen them in the same place at the same time?
Yeah, they're called stores.
Too soon.
All right. Fine.
The wound is still...
Yeah. So, all right. Well, there you go. So Jay fixed some pipes.
Yep.
No, I've been
no.
continuously monitoring.
Jay's girlfriend fixed
some pipes. Yeah. And I've been
Did
continuously.
you get that bend out of your pipe? You got a kink? You got a...
Bye.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Bye, Dr. Nick. Now you're trying. Now it's not funny.
I wasn't trying anything. I never try to be funny, because I'm never funny.
We know. All right. I wasn't trying to be funny. I was just trying to be hurtful. Man,
That really does. Deep cuts.
heart attack, man. I'm working
Oh,
hard.
yeah,
Yeah.
it took us... No.
Yeah. So do we have some tech news, Jay? Maybe. Maybe not. I know I'm interrupting from Chinese. I wouldn't want to be interrupted from Chinese either. I'm starving. It doesn't look like it. Black is very slimming.
I was
though.
going to ask for a crab rangoon, but not anymore. I'll take them all.
Dick.
You gotta get it.
No, you started this. You have to finish it now.
Shove them in. Too many napkins.
Oh, no. No. He started this. He's going to finish it.
I got you, Brad. I got you.
Just beat him in the face with
Got a little spackle on your cheek.
it. It's Chinese cardboard, so it should taste like Chinese still.
Uncle. You go right ahead.
Do you know what I just...
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's just...
I'm good.
Get a couple more we can shove in there.
That's all right. That's what she said. Did she?
Get a couple more we
No,
can...
don't even go. It's not even worth talking about. Jay, tech news?
How can I really follow all that up?
You can't. So you
Super
just
good.
Exactly.
you just keep going.
Thank
I
you.
haven't even
Welcome.
started.
I meant the show.
Oh. So everyone that has a real phone has a little micro SD slot. If you have a fake junk phone, you don't get a micro SD slot.
Who earns?
Do you have a micro SD slot?
I do have a micro SD slot.
Are you looking at me because you think I have a micro SD slot?
Well, you do. You just have to find it.
I don't. There's not one on that phone.
That's an iPhone.
You don't have an iPhone.
I don't have an iPhone. I have a fifth.
The
Yeah,
S6
he has an Android without a micro SD card slot.
Is the S6 the one model they didn't put it in?
Yeah.
They had it in the 5, they took it out in the 6, they put it back in the 7.
You had the S6. I was like, oh, I really like that phone. I'm gonna switch over to Samsung. I got the S6. You're like, I got the S6 Edge or something like that. I'm like, fucker.
So those of me that have a real phone have a micro SD card slot. Now, if you have a micro SD card, it's
You're a
like,
dick.
Yeah, but I am a storage-filled dick.
Oh, okay.
Now, it's about that big.
We know.
That's
Oh,
also
how
what
big-
she said.
How big's the card?
That big.
Okay.
Now, when you have a standard micro SD card, it's basically good for all your stuff.
It's
But
key.
if you
I'll need that later.
maybe in one
It's
piece,
that big.
that's not a micro SD.
Probably if you pop this thing open, it is. But anyways, yeah.
Yeah, well. But now a lot of people have things like GoPro cameras. They can have micro SD cards in, dash cams that are constantly reading and writing. And these kind of cards are not the greatest for that. So Samsung said, we have a solution. We're now going to have the super ultra mega beefy version of a micro SD card.
The industrial ones?
Yeah, just about, if that's what you want to call it.
Okay.
They're made out of steel.
So now they have come up with the Pro Endurance card. So now reportedly endures about 25 times longer than other speed-focused cards. And it will handle up to 43,800 hours of 1080p video recording on a 128 gig model.
So what you're saying is it's really heavy duty, but it's slow as shit.
I don't know about the speeds. I haven't.
Well,
talked about
because they're
speed.
like in speed-focused models, but we don't care about speed.
You want quality or quantity?
Well, that doesn't take into account speed.
Doesn't it?
No.
Doesn't it?
It doesn't. Not at all. Not in the slightest.
What are you looking at?
I don't know. I saw something, and now it's like a bank commercial.
It's like a back of a car, and now it's now it's a billboard. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Then there's lava, and now there's a bank. Anyway, so 43,800 hours. If you do the math out, that is 5 years of around-the-clock use.
That's a lot.
They're saying it will endure it.
Okay.
That's really heavy duty.
That is pretty heavy duty.
It'll be slow as shit, though.
I don't know the speed. They haven't given any speed specs.
Which inevitably means if they're not telling you how fast it is, it's slow as shit.
Yeah. So
And the other thing they're not telling you is how much it costs, which means it's expensive as
they
fuck.
have told me how much it costs.
It's still expensive as fuck.
What's the size?
Well, we'll do that in a second.
Okay.
So these cards are water, temperature, magnet, and X-ray resistant. Not proof.
Resistant.
Better than what you got now, which isn't anything.
Well,
It's just
resistant.
I'm pretty sure.
barely
that-
resistant.
I'm sure that if we took an SD card and dunked it into water and then pulled it back out.
I've seen compact flash cards survive bridge explosions.
Why did you blow up a bridge? Just to
I
prove
didn't
that?
blow up a bridge. Someone else blew up a bridge, and they had a remote camera, and it got blown up.
But Brad just put.
I've
his
seen
SD
those
card
cards
on there.
survive like rocket blast.
They blew up a bridge just for that?
Yeah, it was a test. It was a very expensive test.
Hey.
Couldn't they have picked a less expensive test?
No,
Do a
No.
search like Sandisk Bridge or something.
it was
like that.
it was in Butte, Montana, so it's okay.
Yeah, there's like.
Yeah, don't worry about it. They can build a bridge and get over it.
See what you did there?
Not funny.
No, but I saw what you did there.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's a good thing
Yeah.
for noticing.
Yeah,
So
you're
it
welcome.
does come with the full-size adapter, like every
Oh shit!
micro SD card. Now, let's start on the high end, 128 gigs.
This is that's the high end.
That's the high
How much for 128 gigs?
high
Now we're
endurance.
talking like this industrial whatever high endurance.
Correct.
$399.
I'm gonna go $499.
$90.
All right. Still slow shit, isn't it?
I don't know.
Probably.
I still don't know what the speed number is.
Find out.
Look it up.
Find out, newsman. Brad.
Stop
eating.
looking at the volcanoes and explosions and
But Brad eating.
notification. That I stopped eating to entertain. He can stop too.
Yeah, but you were eating the whole time he was entertaining.
That's true.
Was I though?
Yeah. Look at how much you've eaten versus how much he's eaten, even though he's shoveling it in.
Well, that's also because he's eaten like 9 crab rangoons at the same time.
That's true. Poor Brad.
At the same time.
What do you mean,
Brad-
poor Brad? I ate like 9 crab rangoons.
He's happy. What are you talking about?
That's every American's dream. I'm living the dream, Pat. I'm living the dream.
I'm sorry. Meanwhile, Brad's like, I hate
Look at this. I got like some sort of like sugar goo on the chicken. I'm just dipping noodles in it. Yeah. It's America.
sugar goo.
Sugar goo.
Follow it up with some of that diet brown goo.
Diet Snapple.
And a Diet Coke. Well, shit.
Well, it's better than like 400 calories worth of Snapple.
True that. Next on our tech news, DC Comics
I'm gonna
now,
have to pee in like 10 minutes.
and we're not going to let you. You're going to have to stay here until 10.
I just want to look at it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do anything dickish to it.
So DC Comics now has a streaming service, and it has a name too.
Are you kidding me?
What?
There's 25 calories in this thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Can I try some?
Yeah, sure.
I've never actually had.
Pretty good.
You know what it tastes
How much
like?
is this?
What, like to buy?
Yeah.
Like $2? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's good.
You're watching it first, folks.
That's actually really good.
That's what I'm saying. I got. All right, hold on. I'll be right back.
Yeah. He's like, I got 50.
What's the name?
I've never actually had Diet Peach Snapple. It's really good. It doesn't. I thought it would be like iced tea, and I don't like iced tea.
So DC's streaming service is
I
called
think he just did that because he had to pee.
probably DC Universe.
What about
Not to be confused with the DC Extended Universe. 'Cause
No,
that's
it's
something
not the
different.
extended universe. Do you want to know what what DC is actually calling? You're talking about like their film universe.
No, well I'm just talking about the streaming
Oh, well,
service.
you want to know what they're calling their film universe?
Sure.
It's the DC film universe.
Okay.
Makes sense, right?
That was very exciting.
Use his letters. You just use his letters.
DCFU.
That's what it's called.
The DCFU.
The DCFU.
DCFU.
Get down with your bad self.
Really?
Really?
So you're popping my cherry with like
Yeah, there you go.
a gallon.
64 fluid ounces of pure unadulterated iced tea goodness.
It's good. It's great. You will have to pee in like 10 minutes.
Well, I'll be right next to you, buddy.
That's a little weird, but all right.
Don't cross the
that-
streams.
that's
I'm not judging yet.
That's a literal statement.
I
anyway,
reserve the
Until
right
you
to
find-
judge later.
Until you find out that until you find out that I'm holding yours and you're holding
Oh
mine.
no!
Then you can judge.
No.
Look at that. Now I'm gonna be like Brad with like iced teas and stuff like that
They're great. You just go to Walmart and fill up a carriage with all those things. It's great.
for like $16.
Yeah, pretty much. And I just leave them in my car so I can grab whatever I want.
And they get boilingly hot in the middle of summer. Mm-hmm. That would make them taste bad.
I don't think there's any fact. There. Oh, you're going for the extra sip?
Yeah.
Everyone does.
You don't. I was gonna say you don't.
No, I totally do it. No. I should have said no, weirdo.
That is really good.
Yeah.
Bye bye soda.
It's a little bit awkward, like, until you get it down to, like, 3/4.
Well, usually I would assume people would fill a glass up with that.
Ah. Glasses are for civilized people.
And we're just monkeys.
Pretty much.
So DC.
DCFU.
Actually, he's just
that's not what the story is about.
Oh, okay.
I just.
But it is about
I
the
just
DC,
like saying it.
the DC Universe. Mm-hmm. And there's a new show. There's a new show to go alongside the announcement. Guess what show they are bringing back?
Green Lantern.
No.
Batman.
No, it's a show.
Batman.
TV.
Batman.
A classic.
Like, are you talking about like?
Superman. Batman. Superman. Batman. That's it.
Okay, stop. There you have those. Oh dear God. The Green Hornet.
Nope.
Oh, wait,
You're never gonna guess.
what is it?
Swamp Thing.
Ha!
Why?
Because they can.
Okay.
Because 80s nostalgia
Wait,
is all the
Is
rage.
this animated or is this live action?
Should be live action.
That's gonna suck.
So they say this version has CDC.
Actually, no. It'll be good. Sorry, go ahead.
Has CDC researcher Abby Arcane studying a swamp virus in Louisiana and falling in love with fellow scientist Alec Holland, only to lose him. Needless to say, he isn't really gone, and he key to fending off powerful forces that want to use the swamp for nefarious ends. It's going to premiere sometime next year, but the series is going to have a strong pedigree, so the director of Saw, James Wan,
Juan.
Here's what I want to
Wiggity
see.
Wan.
I want to see, like,
Swamp
Swamp
Thing
Thing
versus
beating-
the top Toxic Avenger.
No.
Me too.
I want to see Swamp Thing just beating the shit out of a Discovery Channel film crew with one of, like, the alligator catching boats. That's really, out of all those contrived shows, I think the best thing Swamp Thing can do is just
Hunting for Bigfoot or something like
just
that.
beat the shit out of a Discovery camera crew.
That'll be his first appearance.
Yes, on that. Yeah. It'll be like a Blair Witch found footage sort of thing.
But it'll be on an SD card.
It will, yes, and it will have survived because someone spent $90.
Or just bought a normal SD
See, we
card.
do listen occasionally.
What?
Mm.
Or-
Yeah, there you go.
So, what about him?
What about who?
Bringing back Swamp Thing?
They are.
Dibs.
Sure.
What were you going for?
Yep. How you doing over there, Jack?
Good.
Good? Everything good? Feeling all right? Any heart palpitations?
Not yet.
I'll have some soon.
Breathe deep.
Oh, what's his name? You just Squidwarded it? Or not Squidward, you... What's his name? You
So
just,
James Wan is going to be serving as executive producer.
So you went from Zoidberging it to Mark Simpsoning it.
He's really, really good. James Wan, I mean.
Who's James Wan?
He's Conjuring 2. He
I've never.
He does legitimately scary stuff.
I've never seen any of the Conjurings.
He's very good. So there you go, Jen.
All right.
That's cool.
Hey, can I ask a question?
You can try.
So
Okay.
he's
I need
producing?
this.
Or is he going to direct it?
Executive
When
producer.
people in movies get like a plastic bag dumped over their head, why do they always try to go for like the neck where they've taped up?
Why
and
not?
everything?
Why not? Because you
Why
can
not?
just do this. Ready? Because they're like, oh no, I'm being strangled. Okay, that's pretty effective. I feel like I stuck a hole right here, but it's not working.
You almost killed yourself, and I was laughing the whole time. Ooh.
You know. So, not so late show top tip. Murdering bag effective. Yeah.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
I'm dying. Go for the heart attack.
Not yet. All right.
Help me. What's it, Luann? Help me, Loretta.
Help me, Loretta.
I think it's a real one.
It's
a big one.
It's a big one, Loretta.
Are you referencing Sam?
Yeah.
Sanford and Son?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Like whatever, you know.
Sorry, Brad made me cry. So.
And then she was like, "You cheating on me?" Help me, Elizabeth.
It's the big one. Don't know what you're going for, but good job.
I don't know. My head's really. See, that's the thing. Whenever you just don't know how much hair wicks away sweat
Until you don't have it.
until like I'm like freshly shorn there.
Yeah.
So like I'm like,
And then
like,
you're just like,
it's, yeah. That's why you gotta like powder the head because it's just like sweaty.
Oh, I can just imagine it just goes. Blip. This is all in your eyes.
Then I can be like squeegee.
Do you ever just wear a headband?
I'm not sure I look cool enough with a headband.
No, but if you're doing like yard work and shit, like
no, I don't.
no.
Because like even like 1 day of growth here is enough to like wick it away and keep it out. You know.
Oh, okay.
You can still like squeegee at that point, but then it's not quite so like. It just feels like you're damp all the time when you freshly shaved your head. It's just
Well,
damp.
in the warm weather, in like the winter, it's probably like I'm just cold.
Still damp.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can be. Depends. Have I gone up half a flight of stairs?
No.
All right, then it's all right.
All right, but yes, now you have.
Yeah. Now. Yeah. Yep.
Now you just
Yep.
they just rip.
Rip. Rip. Beep. Burp. Bop. Work.
So DC and Swamp Thing.
Sure is.
When's it coming back?
19. So next year.
Okay. Like
See,
the 19th month. I'm like.
Yes.
No, I'm not too worried about it because DC has Green Arrow and the Flash and Supergirl and all that stuff. So they actually do a good job with their TV. If they were
The
like,
movies though.
yeah, they need some work.
Movies, however.
They need some work.
The work is the kindest way
Listen.
to put it.
They've had 2 good movies.
Let's be honest. The Marvel Cinematic Universe makes it look the DC Universe like a steaming pile of shit.
Oh,
with
yeah.
the exception of the Wonder Woman movie,
And Man of Steel, which was good.
which was
Good.
passable.
Better than Iron Man 2.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No. Jay.
Yeah. Jay's like,
Really?
What?
Really?
What?
Really?
Man of Steel better than Iron Man 2.
Really?
Man of Steel was awful.
Really?
Awful.
What the fuck is wrong with him?
I got it right away. Jay doesn't know what a movie is.
That's true.
He can't read. I just drop pictures on there.
You don't need to read to watch a movie.
Details.
Yeah. Maybe that's because he just keeps going in the wrong theater. Anyways. Anything else on the swap thing, Jay?
Probably. I'm busy eating.
Like eating, busy. All right, fair enough. All right, so while we're on the topic, let's talk about Infinity Wars.
Infinity War.
Well, there might be another one. Who knows?
Can we talk about it?
All right. Spoiler alert: Snape kills Dumbledore. Anyways,
What?
but now on to Infinity War, where there will be no spoilers. So
No spoilers?
If we spoil, if we're gonna
If we spoil it, it's completely accidental.
we'll give you at least a 5-second warning if we're gonna intentionally.
Spoiler! No, I'm not.
Yeah,
gonna spoil
okay.
it. That's what it's going to be like.
Okay, yeah.
What did you think? Okay, so here's the story of how.
I'm gonna put this up there first.
Okay.
All right. Saw it.
Saw it.
How did we see it?
In the theater.
Okay, there you go.
No, what happened is Brittany actually was asking if I was going to be out of the show by and home by 10 o'clock, and I was like,
Right.
"Yeah, I'll be." And then all of a sudden, I had to, some work things came up, and I was like, "Not going to the show." And she's like, "Are you still going to be home by 10 o'clock?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be home by 10 o'clock." I get home, and she says, "Well, I bought 2 Infinity War tickets, but I have a headache now, and I potentially have to work." No, she actually did have to work.
No, I meant headache.
So she had a headache. Thank you. And she said, "You need to find somebody to go with you." And I'm like, Jay.
Yes, you can't be alone.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
No, I didn't want to go alone.
Right.
Though I would have.
But you would have.
I
Yeah.
would've. I was like,
You'd have stretched out over 2 seats.
I was like,
you would have done.
if ain't nobody coming with me,
Yep.
I'm fine. I'd be like, "Nope, I got 2 tickets. Look,
Yep.
this one's mine too.
Mm-hmm.
It's holding my popcorn."
Yep.
So called Jay, called the studio, and Brad was nice enough to go with me. Very short notice.
Oh, what? I'm gonna pass up freaking Infinity War.
Right. What?
Infinity War.
It's only one movie. The Russo brothers have said it's only one movie. The way I take that is it's only one movie that stay with me, baby bird. It's only one movie. Stop S-ing it. It's only one movie. Stop. No, please. Stop. It's only one movie. It's only one. I have a full statement to make. One movie that they made right now. Okay, you're just a snake now.
Yeah. Anyways.
And I'm Dumbledore. So
Bummer.
Give me that plastic bag back.
But that's how I keep my head damp. Anyways.
You get to kill me.
Yeah. Great.
Slightly used bag now.
Drooled on the inside of that thing. Anyways.
Well,
Just turn it
if
inside
I'm dead,
out. But I'm lazy. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So watch the movie.
Watch the movie.
Let's start with the important part, the rating.
What is the rating? Like
Well, it's PG-13.
No, okay, PG-13.
But I'm talking like 1 to 10.
Oh,
But I'm not going to rate it on 1 to 10.
why not?
I'm going to rate this on par
With
The Dark Knight.
okay, go ahead.
Or is that
I
your
just
statement?
did.
You're rating it.
I'm rating it the
Oh,
same.
you're rating it on
So it's
par.
even.
It is as good a movie as Dark Knight was.
So a 9.
It is a completely different movie, but it is every bit as good.
9.
What? Because that has been the cinematic pinnacle for years on this show.
It has been.
Yes, and like Infinity War has climbed to the top of Mount Dark Knight and been like,
And sits along next to it on,
Yep.
on a golden throne of we're gonna make a lot of money.
and depending on where the next movie goes, may push that fucker off the top.
Well, I hate to say this for you, Brad.
Uh huh.
Dark Knight is here, which is incredibly high.
Right.
Avengers: Infinity War for me
Uh huh.
is better.
I am not going to dispute that.
Cause
Will not dispute it.
Now, plot-wise, storyline-wise, Dark Knight has Infinity War. Because there were some things you could see coming and things like that.
Agreed. Now, this is important in regards to like the plot and everything else. It is super important that you see most, if not all, of the Marvel Cinematic Universe
You don't
movies.
necessarily need to see Black Panther.
If you've
helps.
seen a lot of like the cultural zeitgeist,
Yeah.
it's probably enough. That's what I did. I would recommend to get the most out of the experience. Watch them all before you go.
Yeah.
I think that's an accurate
it's fair,
statement.
it's fair.
Because here's what it does.
The good news is I think Black Panther is still playing in a bunch of places.
Yes, which is good. So here's the thing: is that the way they get away with, because clearly, like
You don't
every character except for
A couple.
a couple, which we shall not talk now. It's just that
Iron Man's not in it at all.
none, zero. It's so I don't know why they put him in the trailer then.
I don't know either.
It's so weird. Yeah.
You would have expected to see Cap. at
Yeah,
some
yeah,
point, too.
yeah. I know.
He just ran by.
It was just all Ant-Man all the time. It's weird.
And what's her name? Robin Scherbatsky from...
Yeah. It
It was like a buddy cop movie with
Yeah,
us,
it was so weird.
But it was amazing.
It was great.
No, but really.
Yeah, so here's the thing. The way it gets away with that many characters in the movie is it does almost zero zip character development for any of them to introduce you to those characters. It expects you to have an idea who those characters are, their idiosyncrasies, the way
their morals,
It expects you to have that knowledge going into there.
Now, you don't need to remember everything.
No, you don't, but you at least have to have an understanding of generally who this character is.
Right.
And that's how they get away with it, because even at 2.5 hours, this movie is jam-packed, and it does bounce around from... So
it does do some development on some characters.
It does. We'll get to that in a second, but eventually, at points in the movie, it will group characters together.
Right.
Right? And what I have to say, in terms of writing standpoint, in terms of grouping characters, excellent complementary characters.
Oh yeah. They figured out these
that
people
was
should be with
clearly
these people.
very carefully thought out.
Right.
And for that, so you will bounce around. They usually hang with a group for a good long time, so it's not so disjointed, right? So you will bounce around from place to place to place, but there's still a shit ton of characters to get in, right?
Right.
So if you don't already know these characters, it just doesn't work.
Right.
And in terms of the writing,
like they'll come into a scene and just be like, "Oh, this person's here already,"
right,
and already just doing something, and
Right,
you're like,
right.
"Oh, okay, that's so and so."
Yes, the nice part is unlike Star Wars, which the prequels, by the third movie you had five, or the first movie you had 5 storylines.
In which movie?
Phantom Menace.
Okay, yeah.
So you have 5 plot lines, right, which are all basically trying to accomplish the same goal, but they never merge at the end.
Right.
Here you have multiple plot lines that are very obviously tied to each other.
And they're all escalating actually at the
They
exact
all
same
escalate
pace.
at the same pace and are clearly merging at the end.
Yes.
So, again, this isn't spoiling anything.
No.
To that end, the writing for the characters was tight.
Yes. Yeah,
Tight.
there wasn't anything that I could say, oh, they need to take this off or take that off.
Some people could argue that there's a lull in the middle of the movie, but I would say the lull in that movie is the peak in others.
Right.
Yeah.
But that lull also kind of needs to be there. Otherwise, it would be all ramp up.
It's true.
With
Agreed.
just an immediate at the end. You need to. It's like that. It's like that dip in a roller coaster when you go up the big hill. And you get that little dip to go back up to it.
This is, and I might even throw Deadpool into this equation.
Okay.
The funniest Marvel movie in terms of writing and jokes and interplay between characters.
See, the humor was there. It was definitely had the Marvel feel.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't put it on the Deadpool level, or even the Thor Ragnarok level.
Well, here's the thing: Deadpool is a different type of humor.
It is.
Right.
It's a dark.
It is a
adult humor.
completely different, self-referential type of humor.
Yeah, exactly.
Not much. But there were parts in the movie which were laugh out loud funny.
Oh yeah, there definitely were.
What is important about character development? They did develop 2 characters pretty deeply. Gamora to a little bit lesser extent, but Thanos.
They did
the main
develop
villain.
Thanos.
This is not as they went through the movie. It is not a 2-dimensional villain character.
To give an example, they have. Oh my gosh, I forget his name in Civil War. Baron Zemo.
Yeah.
You didn't really even know who he was. You didn't know he was the guy behind it. All of a sudden, his plan was just laid out there, and you're like, "There's a lot of better ways you could have done that."
Right.
But Loki's the only one that they've ever fleshed out. Some of the other characters, like Ronan in Guardians of the Galaxy, you know what he's doing. You know why he's doing it, but he's more of a villain of the week kind of thing.
Yeah.
This one is, this is the guy we've been waiting for.
Yes, and Thanos is developed as such a villain and a character
that he's almost as developed as the heroes, if not more.
If not more, and the interesting part is at points in the movie, this villain who is
trying to destroy everything
is clearly a monster.
Right. But
and you will find yourselves in the movie understanding, and he almost comes across as sympathetic.
Almost, yes.
Yeah. So they do a really good job developing his character and making you care about kind of both sides of the equation.
Right, like I could
Yeah.
kind of see where he's still a bad guy.
Uh-huh.
I know he's a bad guy
Right.
because he's fighting the good guys.
Right.
But his point might be there.
Right. So, not giving away how the movie, the climactic conclusion of the movie or anything like that, but you will get out of the movie and it'll be like,
Yes, it's just
yeah. If you look at that and the one knock I have about the movie is if you're paying attention to the plot points along the way, the ending is somewhat predictable.
Right.
It is. It is and it isn't, but if you're paying attention, you're like, we know where this is. We know there's an Avengers 4. We know where this is going to end up.
Right.
The
thing is, though, is I was along. You saw it.
Yeah.
And when I thought about it, I can see
Yeah.
definitely where it's going. I was just along for the ride.
Right.
I was like,
I think that's important. Go along for that movie. Don't try to get ahead of it. Go along for the ride.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're just going to enjoy it.
Fantastic movie.
I will
This
be
is the type of
watching it
movie you
again.
see in the theater
I will
twice.
be watching it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, absolutely. So, check it out. Fantastic movie.
Yes. Agreed.
Hey, that was a spoiler-free review.
Until we told them the cat died.
What? No.
We're not telling you any plot points.
Yeah, no, nothing.
No.
No, he dies in the first 5
Yeah,
minutes.
and it's just
First 5 minutes,
just
gone.
walks up and goes, "Wait, you're a superhero?
Yeah.
Yeah, you bulletproof?"
No, he is
goes,
not. He is
"Nope,
apparently
he is
not bulletproof.
not bulletproof."
Not bulletproof.
So there's Thanos.
Yeah.
Get him, Cap.
Yeah, it's weird how.
Get him. Meanwhile, he's sitting there. You shot me.
It's weird how Thanos had like one of those like comical like old Western guns.
With
I
the
don't-
one with bang.
Yeah, and that somehow still killed Cap.
Except it said bang in a. It still killed
It
Cap.
still killed Cap.
Well, it's just because it went and the little stick went out.
Yeah, and
he's
just-
like, "Oh, my
it's
one
just-
weakness:
yeah,
flags that are
It
small."
was like,
And
oh, Steve Irwin, and is
and-
that too
and-
soon?
and he-
Too
and
soon.
no.
All right, there you go.
Steve Irwin will always be too soon.
It's true. Yeah. Hey Jay, how are the cherry cola Oreos? Should we try?
You can.
You want to review that as we try this since we just did a long ass review?
It
See if, you,
stinks.
see if you can make a review longer than the one we just did for the movie.
It stinks.
He failed.
What?
I didn't even get to open the package before he did
Oh,
the
yeah?
review. Well, they look good.
I think he ate several.
Oh my
I
gosh!
actually only had one.
Did you really?
I'm gonna take
then there's
two.
Then there's a lot of space in there.
I'm gonna.
Oh wow, these separate out pretty easily.
So they
Is
smell.
there a smile in here?
Yeah, there is.
What?
They actually smell like soda.
Which isn't necessarily a good thing. All right, I'm gonna eat this as an Oreo as is. I see there's like two parts. There's like the red part and then the white part. I'm gonna try and get
I'm
equal,
gonna,
equal parts.
I'm gonna do it the same as you. Are we gonna dink? Oh, never mind. We're not gonna dink it.
No, no.
I don't think this is a milk cookie.
I don't think this is any cookie. Oh, there's the Pop Rocks.
I didn't even get that. Oh, I can hear it.
Either that or my teeth are cracking.
That could be too.
I could be
This tastes.
It tastes like a
Like-
generic dollar store cola. They put it on a cookie.
No.
To me.
This tastes, follow me, like expired Pepto-Bismol.
I've never had expired Pepto-Bismol.
Alright. Not the regular Pepto-Bismol, except like the tablet, like the chocolate tablets,
Except it's doing stuff to like my mouth and throat that I don't
and
like.
it's worse.
Okay, I'll agree with that.
I am a cookie fanatic. I am not having a second one.
Nah, bro.
Alright, let me demonstrate the proper way to eat cherry cola Oreos. Ready?
The way I just did.
Please don't throw them in the garbage.
Nope.
Okay.
This was quite enjoyable.
So what you do is you take a cherry cola Oreo, and then you separate it into the two sides, and then you you peel off that part, and this looks like fucking toothpaste, and then you just get rid of that part you just throw that fucker on the table, and then you eat the cookie. It's still impregnated with flavor. God damn it! Oh, Nabisco, you ruined it. You ruined them.
You still think that I'm a human?
Eat that one.
No.
Eat that one.
No. What's in it for me?
Hold on. Oop. There you go.
Why?
Because it's Chinese Oreo now. That was the argument you used before. No. No Diabito. No cookie.
Why should I eat this one then?
Because I said so?
That's not a good reason.
I thought it was a great reason, Jay. Is that a good reason?
I like cake.
You know, he was the linchpin. I would have done it if he said
I
yes.
know! I know you would have!
Now I'm not.
That's disappointing. Oh, well.
My mouth is poppy though.
It's not a good poppy.
Oh. That's the fibers in my gums just going.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Hey, Jay, what else we got in tech news?
He's playing Candy Crush, so no.
Well, all right, well, while Jay is pulling up more tech news, I'm going to do my weekly promo.
Of what?
Doug Sports, Doug Sports, Doug. We don't have Doug Sports tonight, but you can get your sports, Doug Sports fix by listening to the Yearbook Podcast.
Where can you find that though, fake Doug?
And what is the Android app podcast thing called?
We have many options.
Yeah, we
so
do.
What do you use?
You can use Spotify. You can,
I use
Podcast Central.
Player. It's literally just podcast.
Okay,
Player.
so listen to the Yearbook on Podcast Player, Spotify, or iTunes on your Android or iPhone or Crackberry if you still have one. You can actually still get podcasts on there. But listen to the Yearbook by Doug. This week's episode was about unlikely pairings thanks to the NFL draft and football. Right? Is that a good?
But if you don't know what Doug looks like, just look for what is it, McShane?
Dane McShane, yeah.
Dane McShane.
Just look for any generic 80s cop.
Still built for flight attendants.
And we can't get taken off of YouTube for this.
I know, because we made the music.
Actually, be good this year in the NFL. So
And,
Right,
Doug,
right, right.
and Doug said it's okay.
Yeah, and it's
How
Doug's
did you
voice.
How did you make that music?
Just tweak some royalty-free stuff.
Now, the big disclaimer is NFL Training Camp is the ultimate reality show with no guarantees and mega high draft picks being cut only a year or two later. Almost no one is safe, so any one of these matchups could be derailed at any time. And we mean any time by cuts or injuries or both.
And you should be doing movie trailers with that, Doug. Like, this could be the biggest movie of the summer, except if other movies come out, which could happen at any time that we don't know about, that don't come from the studio. But right now, it's the biggest, except if it's not. Right? Did I nail it?
Yeah, pretty much covered it.
All right, fair enough. All right, cool. So yeah, check out the Yearbook on iTunes, Spotify, Tunity, whatever the hell you got, Android, iPhone. It's worth a listen. They're like 6 to 7 minutes a piece. It's perfect.
They're actually really good.
It is podcast candy because it's just the right length.
Yep.
Perfect for who?
It is far better candy than whatever the hell that is.
Do you want something while you're like brushing your teeth or getting ready for work real quick? Just play it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's perfect.
Yep.
Yep. It's 6 to 7 minutes. So if you play this when you start brushing,
The center here for an earthquake 24 hours a day, 7
Also, if you're a nurse or a flight
Yeah,
attendant,
yeah.
this is for you.
so yeah, basically it is a perfect length for brushing your teeth because if you start and then you play the podcast after 6 to 7 minutes, your gums will be bleeding, and that's perfect. That's exactly what you want, right?
That's when you stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, you stop when you hit bone. That's what she said.
her bone.
Yeah.
So you just go, I'm done.
And I'm done. Yeah. What else we got for tech news, Jay? I think you know. That has the aftertaste of goddamn cough syrup,
It does.
like cherry cough syrup.
I like torturing myself, though. I kind of want another one.
I don't. Like, that's the first cookie I'm like, nope. Like a big nope. The big nope.
I'm curious about something, though. That's why I want one more.
Why?
I'll show you.
Are you gonna put one in your mouth and then drink some Diet Snapple?
No, I don't want to die.
No, you drink some Diet Snapple to make it pop even more? What are you doing?
You'll see.
I'm not sure we will. Why are you peeling it off? You had one right there on the cardboard.
Because I like the actual Oreo part.
Okay. What's going on here? You're trying to roll it? Can't even roll it. It's like the consistency of toothpaste.
No, I'm trying the white part.
Oh, just the white part? How is it?
It's got Pop Rocks in it, too.
Does it? What's the flavor?
Same exact flavor.
Well, that's just, what about that stuff?
That just got more Pop Rocks in it.
See? They ruined it. Oreo finally ruined a cookie.
Oh well.
I can hear it.
I still have the wafers after it, so I'm alright with that.
I know, but the wafers are misflavored
I
now.
didn't know that they were like rippled.
Wafers have ripples. What you got, Jay?
So Google is backing a new social game startup.
Facebook?
No. Actually, funny you say
Mafia
that.
Wars?
Because no, I remember that.
Farmville?
No. So this gentleman named Michael Saman
What?
has
Oh,
more
you know how it's spelled.
has more money than you two ever will together.
Probably will.
Oh, you know how much that is.
He was hired by Mark
$5.
Zuckerberg when he was 17,
Oh, you know that, Mark Zuckerberg.
and then he created an app for teens called LifeStage when he was 19.
Okay.
So he's already a multimillionaire.
That son of a bitch.
Now he's behind a secret Google social gaming, not so much a secret anymore, startup called Arcade.
I believe they've already created that. It's called
Arcade.
An arcade, yeah.
I think he's going to have an awfully hard time getting a
Copyright.
copyright on that. Yeah.
So the first app is set to debut this summer with elements of trivia games at its core.
You mean like Trivia HQ?
Yeah. And Google did confirm the existence of Arcade. And
You know,
it's-
really, everyone at age 19 just plagiarizes, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck it. And this is a startup that's thanks to the Area 120, which we talked about last week, actually, which is basically when you take 20% of your time when you work at Google and you just basically play around and tinker with shit and make things.
Nice. I'm eating a crabber. I'm going to get
And
this
by
taste of this
by eating
Oreo.
things or by making things, you mean, hey, that looks like a good idea. I'll do it again.
Yeah. So Arcade is going to be much like Google Duo, where you don't have to sign into social networks or anything like that. It's just going to use your phone number as your login.
That is a good plan.
It is. Because Google's learning from Facebook's mistakes. Anyway,
Wait, Facebook made a mistake?
yeah, a little one.
Here and there. Oh, my God. So much
So,
better. I'm getting the flavor out of my mouth.
Okay.
what happens if you put a cherry cola Oreo
You
into a
stop that
crab
shit right
rangoon?
now.
Put in a crab rangoon. Do it.
Do it.
No.
We both think it's a good idea.
2 against 1, we win.
Yeah, you do it.
We're a majority.
Yep. Sorry.
Doug? Need you to vote no.
Yep. Vote yes, Doug.
You gotta vote yes.
Yes, it is.
God damn it. You're fired.
You got more credit.
Now then we go to black and the show's over.
No, that's it. Those are honestly disgusting.
I told
I've never
you.
said that about an Oreo.
I told you. You didn't believe me. Why didn't
If you do
believe
that, I will eat that filling.
No,
The
because
cardboard filling?
later. It's worth it more to me to have some crab rangoon for later.
You'll still have crab rangoon.
Only one. What, 2?
It's but one's better than none.
2's better than 1.
That's a good point. But then I won't eat that. I won't.
There's still time in the show.
I won't eat that.
There's still time in the show. What time is it, Jay? Is it time in the show?
It's time of the show.
Okay. So it created this thing, richer than us, Mark Zuckerberg, Google, reasons, and login and stuff.
Yeah, that's already done. We're done with that.
Great, what's next?
NASA.
Yay!
So now,
I'm not wearing my NASA shirt today, though.
that's sad and unfortunate. If you want to do long-term space travel, what's the one thing you're going to need?
A
Money.
ship.
What on the ship?
Oxygen.
And?
Water.
And?
Food.
More importantly,
Sex.
to actually...
More important than that.
Yeah.
That was weak.
Uh,
That was just violent.
There we go.
That was more
That
natural.
one's just gonna stung a little.
Actually, my ears are ringing now.
The essential thing for long-term space travel is...
Toilet.
power.
Nope.
Because you need to get there somehow.
Nope.
So you need power.
What about velocity?
So now,
Very important to get somewhere.
Nuclear reactor.
Schenectady. Yes.
We're launching Schenectady
So
into space.
Yeah, screw 'em.
Sweet.
So if you want to power to stay on Mars, if we're going to be doing some sort of habitat there, it's going to require a lot of fuel, which is way more than we can pack onto any rocket. So that's why the Los Alamos National Laboratory, the Department of Energy, and a bunch of other littler groups have been working on a small transportable nuclear reactor that can reliably generate power on the go.
Really?
Yes.
I just need that for my automobile.
Right.
It's called the Mr. Fusion.
Yes!
It's called the Kilo Power.
Oh God!
Oh, they missed out on an opportunity
yes,
there.
yes. Can we like you know how they named that thing? They tried to name that thing like Bodie
Bodie
McBoatface.
McBoatface, yeah.
We need a naming thing for that. We need to name it Mr. Fusion.
Or Shippy McShipface was the
Yeah.
ship.
Nuki McNuke.
Wait, this is Sandia.
Huh?
This is Sandia Labs.
It just says Los Alamos National Laboratory.
Why?
Brad probably knows someone who works there.
Maybe.
Somebody owes me a favor.
Somebody owes me a favor for hooking
Nuclear
him up with something free.
Nuke face is getting
Yeah, yeah. All right, keep going.
Jay, change your stories. Now Mr. Fusion.
Nope.
Again, it's called Kilopower, and they announced that they have conducted successful tests of the system. Back in March, the team ran the first full power test, and during a press conference the other day, they reported that those tests went extremely well. Lower power kilopower systems, like the 1 kilowatt version, can power a basic toaster. So if you want toast while you're floating to Mars.
That's my uncle.
Who, Bob?
That looks like a forehead.
Yep.
Wait, where's this place?
Department of Energy.
No. Where's this place?
Los Alamos. But the DOE is in with this thing, so.
Yeah, nice. Say it. I'm just saying, I got like a 0.0000001% chance instead of just plain old zero.
Good.
I mean, I have a .0.
I'm saying we should name that thing Mr. Fusion.
I said,
As a country, we owe it to ourselves to name it Mr. Fusion. Right?
Maybe it'll be in Spaceballs too. Now, there's a larger version of the kilowatt, which is the 10
Millstone.
kilowatt.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's the 10 kilowatt model. And that can do a bit more. 4 or 5 of the 10 kilowatts could be used to power a habitat on Mars.
now, how big are these?
Big enough to get on a space shuttle and not take up a ton of room.
All right. Because you do see that, like, the power thing that Mark Watney digs up in The Martian.
Mm-hmm.
Just a thermoelectric generator. It turns heat into energy.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what these are doing?
Well, it's nuclear powered, so I'm going to guess
Right,
so.
but let me rephrase that. Most nuclear powered reactors are turning heat energy to create steam to turn a turbine. These are likely turning heat
into energy.
heat from radioactive decay directly into energy through a different process.
Turning
It's
a
less
hamster wheel.
efficient, but obviously you don't need
It's
a
good
turbine,
for portability.
and you don't have any moving parts.
And
It's what powers the
mom.
Voyager spacecrafts.
Oh.
and the most important part,
Uh huh.
doesn't rely on the sun.
Yes.
So if there's a dust storm or you're just on the dark side of the moon or whatever, you don't
There
have to
is no
worry
dark
about
side
that.
of the moon.
Yeah. Or you're listening to Pink Floyd and not paying attention to that nuclear reactor.
With nuclear reactor.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Ugh.
Let's see.
Oh, it tastes like
I
that.
was gonna say that.
Damn
that's
it!
like cookie. That Chinese food.
Well, yeah. Crab rangoon. Now I've eaten the crab rangoon and the cookie at the same time. I hope you're happy.
No. Still not eating that.
Oh, I have.
So back in March, they did a full 20-hour full power test, and they said that it met or exceeded the researchers' expectations, producing more thermal power in its steady state condition than was predicted, and maintaining steady temperatures when faced with more extreme conditions. So to test it, they cut off the system's cooling system and ramped it up to its maximum level. Both resulted in a core temperature change of just 15 degrees or less.
It's not bad.
So just 15 degrees, that's not bad.
For running for how long?
20 hours.
So if you have multiple ones, you can kind of turn them off and let them cool down.
And of note, this kilopower system is the first new fission reactor concept to be developed in the U.S. in over 40 years.
Do you think that if they send people to Mars, they're going to send them up with at least potatoes and a lot of salt?
Absolutely. And bags of dew.
Mountain
D.
Dew.
My do.
Duty. Dew.
No, you make the duty out of the pop-outs.
Well, just in case you can't duty, they're going to send you up with bags anyhow.
Oh, okay. That's nice of them.
Let's see. It also demonstrated that the passive operations of kilopower, in other words, once it gets going, human input isn't needed to keep it running or to regulate it, are also reliable because it didn't like go into core meltdown and explode or anything.
That's good.
That's good for them, yeah.
And it's so small that if it does, you just toss it.
Yep.
Kilopower is largely ready to use now for near-term space science and is closer to being available for long-term space science exploration. Over the next 18 months, they're going to work to determine exactly what will be needed to design, build, certify, and fly these bitches. That's a direct quote from NASA.
Okay.
That's not true.
Quoted, not quoted.
Quoted, not quoted.
Quoted, not
Yeah.
quoted. If you're a fan of Hulu and you've always wanted offline viewing, it's finally on its way.
Is it really?
It's
But it
only
will prob-
taken 20 years.
It will only be limited to original series, which they don't have any.
Have they updated their user interface yet?
No, it's still god awful.
Well, it depends on what you use, because I have a very new Roku 4K Uber edition.
Ro?
Xbox.
No, the Roku.
Xbox.
Roku.
Ro?
Roku.
Ro?
Cool.
Ro?
And the interface on that is much different than my native Hulu one on my TV.
Well, the one I'd be using would be on Xbox.
I've never looked
Well,
at that.
the interface on everything at Xbox is fucking awful.
Oh,
It's true.
okay.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I haven't used Hulu on my phone in a while. Let's look, shall we? Looking.
Hmm. Don't forget to sign in.
So this is the first
Let's see,
time that
browse.
Hulu is going to actually allow any offline content.
When is it?
Just pick any show. That
Okay.
one.
Seinfeld.
It stinks.
Episodes.
Buy my book.
Not terrible. I would prefer smaller things here. Hey, George has a heart attack.
Oh.
Not George.
You know, I tell you, I gotta say that
Oh, wait, that's not George. All right, yeah, never mind. Copyright infringing, stopping.
What do we have, like 5 seconds?
If that.
They'll hear Jerry Seinfeld's voice
Yep.
say, "What's the deal?" Oh, no, copyright. As a matter of fact, you cannot say "What's the deal," otherwise it's copyright infringement.
What's the deal? What if I
Oh.
say it like Jerry Seinfeld, except in a greatly exaggerated manner?
Copywritten.
Really?
Yep.
Greatly exaggerated. What's the deal with Pat not having a heart attack?
Pat, go have a heart attack.
Okay, I'm over it.
Hurt. Nope, that's just taking a shit. Nope, you're like, that's the same as a heart attack for me.
Yeah.
Oh, God! Oh, my left arm is swollen. Bloop. Oh. Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Yep, nailed it. All right, what else you got?
Jason?
So you will be able to have some content offline for playing, but that feature is going to be supported by advertising. But wait a minute, because here comes a conflict in a minute. Hulu's also tipped to become the exclusive streaming home of future DreamWorks animations. And that's thanks to the first ever multi-year deal with the studio. So starting in 2019, you'll get How to Train Your Dragon.
So, How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, Trolls,
Uh,
and classics like Shrek and Shark Tale.
some movies that have been out for a decade,
Yeah.
and one good one that came out like 5 years ago.
And naturally, the two companies will be working on series spin-offs from these franchises,
Of
so
course they
you're
will.
going to get something.
There's already a How I Train Your Dragon TV show.
Okay. So what this means for Netflix's partnership with DreamWorks is yet to be seen, but Netflix probably isn't worried because they have 5 times as many subscribers to them than Hulu does.
Yeah, but Netflix is going to be losing whatever Dreamcast, and
Well, they're losing the Disney stuff.
Disney.
Yeah.
which means they're losing Disney and Marvel,
Yeah, they're going to have
and they
something
may
coming.
even lose the ESPN documentaries, because Disney could just as easily say we're pulling that back.
They're good.
That's ours. It's technically theirs, so. Netflix doesn't look like it's doing so hot right now. It needs something, and its original content ain't doing it.
So if you'd
Really?
like...
The original content's pretty killer.
Some of it.
Yeah, it's really spread out.
It's like you get a high
Yeah.
or you get a low.
Happy to report that other than some stacked rocks falling over, no damage at Kona Baby win.
Oh, good.
Yay.
That pleases me greatly.
It does. I figured you guys want to know.
I do.
And Mackinac flying off the tree.
So if you like unfamily-friendly content, Hulu has also partnered with Blumhouse Television for a year-round
And
horror
Brazzers.
event. Sure. Series called Into the Dark. The first Friday of every month will see the arrival of a supersized episode inspired by that month's major holiday and featuring a broad selection of filmmakers and actors.
Wait, so it's every Friday? So, like, you're getting Memorial Day one now, and then next week, and then the week after. Like, what can you say about Memorial Day?
I think it's just the first Friday of the month.
Oh.
You get that stuff. So Friday night is a Hulu night.
No, Friday night's a goddamn NSLS night. Saturday is a Hulu night.
August doesn't have a holiday.
August does not have a holiday.
It's-
Happy Arbor Day.
It's Arbor Day, or Boxing Day. Later this year, Hulu will start displaying dynamically inserted ads within Hulu's live TV offerings. I don't know what dynamically inserted means, but it sounds amazing.
It means it's going to be like, oh, you were watching this? Nope, you're watching that.
Oh, but I don't want to watch My Little Pony.
Nope, you're watching. Now my phone's going to smell like your armpit. Hope
It
you
sure
weren't
is. Not this week,
Nope.
Why does it smell like cherry cola Oreos?
because that's what I use for deodorant.
Because that's what was in his plumbing. It was just
Well,
they were trying to flush
by
it.
the taste of it, it would kill any bacteria.
So yeah.
Yeah, you're like armpits are tingly.
But here's the funny thing.
That's it.
Yeah.
Sack you.
We need a laugh track.
I think
Well,
we
someone's
had
got to
one.
laugh.
We did. Rob, we had some stuff programmed in, but hold on, laugh.
So, along with
I'm working on this.
the live TV, you're also going to get those ads in the offline feature, but you can skip the ads if you're already a paying customer for the no commercials plan.
So you still get them, you just have to skip them.
Evidently. I don't know. They are both slated for launch during Hulu's 2018-19 upfront season, whatever the hell that means.
Upfront is when they sell ads at the beginning of the year. So it's kind of like think of it like almost like the fiscal year for those companies. Upfronts are what companies put on that they present to advertisers, say like, this is what we have in store for the coming year. It helps advertisers decide where they are going to do their ad spend.
Well, how the hell about that?
There you go. Now you know. And I'll just power. G.I. Joe!
Just hit a button. And turn your volume low. What are you trying to do?
Turn my mute off. G.I. Joe!
It's not a...
Wow, I feel like we just went back to 1997.
That's really funny.
Did you know
Canned
the original
laughter.
laugh machine? It was like created by this like one guy who had all the patents on it, and there were like 320 different like laughs and combinations, and all that. And he was sitting there like an artist, like turning dials and shit.
No.
It's pretty crazy.
Well, how the hell about that? Was that cows?
No.
Oh.
All right, anyways, what else you got?
I don't know. Now it is copyright infringed. Scientists have created an ultra-thin membrane that can turn your eyes into lasers. You suck at this. So scientists at the University of St. Andrews have created an ultra-thin membrane laser using organic semiconductors, which is the first time that it'll be compatible with the requirements for safe operation in the human eye. So you won't die or go blind. So, there you go, that's more appropriate. So even though it's super thin and flexible, it's durable and will retain its optical properties even after several months spent attached to another object, such as a banknote, or more excitingly, a contact lens. So you can shoot lasers. Not really. The ocular laser has been tested on cow's eyes and is able to identify sharp lines on a flat background, such as the ones and zeros of a digital barcode, and can be harnessed for new applications in security, biophonics, which I don't know what that is, biophotonics, I mean, and photomedicine. So you remember last week we told you about the 6 companies that were sent very stern warnings from the FTC about warranties, and they said you can't do that, and the FTC said, oh yes they can.
Oh, wasn't here last week.
Well, that's unfortunate for you. And now we have Fozzie Bear.
Waka waka.
So Motherboard, which is a website, actually filed a Freedom of Information Act request and found that the 6 companies that were getting their pee-pee slapped by the FTC are Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, Hyundai, HTC, and Asus.
Why?
Because they had improper wording in their things about warranty and warranty repairs and everything else, so they get a pee-pee slap. Instead, fix your shit. Yep, basically. And finally, Facebook is going to be coming out with a dating service. And
You know what it should be called?
go for it.
You know what it should be called.
Go on.
It should be called Fuckbook. Fuck you.
So, Zuckerberg, during his big F8 speech, which is their annual whatever, cited Forbes saying how 1 in 3 U.S. marriages now start online, and 200 million Facebook users currently list themselves as single. So basically what they're going to do is they're going to create a different path for people to do for dating. Only things that will be unlocked for other people to see are their common interests that they want to share. And again, things are going to be different, so your Facebook friends and your feed are not going to reflect what's going on the dating side. And there's going to be a discrete text-only messaging service for people who want to try to get to know each other, so you don't get dick pics.
But I like dick pics.
Well, then you can just give them your regular profile and get a dick pic.
What?
And your profile is only going to have your first name.
Steve.
And that's it.
That's it?
I'm going to go back to playing games now.
Why?
Okay, but we still have at least 15 minutes left in the show?
Doug, how much we got left?
17 minutes. See, I said
We got a Doug segment? Let's play a Doug segment.
We don't have a
Go
Doug.
to a Doug segment.
We don't.
Cue the Doug segment.
We don't have a Doug
But
segment.
play the Doug segment right now.
Brad,
we'll talk about it later.
There is no Doug segment.
Play the Doug segment.
Brad,
shut up,
but
Doug.
it's-
Play the Doug segment.
But it's not there. There's nothing to play.
That's
There's
your
no.
phone. Stop.
There's no Doug.
No, there's no Doug on your phone. Yeah, play the Doug segment.
No, but
Doug.
it's he. All right, looking at stories.
Nope.
Oh, it's a news story about Kilauea volcano.
Oh, look at that. What happened?
Do we care about Broadway?
Not really.
No. How about Kylie Jenner?
Really, no.
Really, no, Diabeto. No, Kylie Jenner. All right, let's see what else we got going on. Oh, Kim Kardashian, do we care? Nope. Hey, do you want to hear something depressing?
Yeah.
A massive new study says Americans feel lonelier than ever before. With young adults, see, this is what Facebook's trying to solve, bringing people closer together. With young adults among those feeling the loneliest, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution says the new nationwide survey conducted by the health insurer Cigna found that nearly half of the United States experiences bouts of loneliness. The survey of 20,000 adults used the UCLA loneliness scale, which is apparently a thing.
How lonely are you, Brad, on a scale of 1 to lonely?
Lonely.
Oh.
Which has a scale of 20 to 80. Those scoring 43 and above were considered lonely. The average loneliness score in America is 44, suggesting that most Americans are considered lonely. And according to the report, younger adults born between the mid-1990s and the early 2000s had loneliness scores of about 48, compared to about 39 for respondents ages 72 and older. Also from the loneliness survey, 54% of respondents said they sometimes or always feel that no one knows them very well. And 56% reported sometimes or always feeling like the people they're surrounded with are not necessarily with them. 2/5 reported a lack of meaningful relationships and companionship, saying they are isolated from others. And nearly all respondents said they would rather be lonely than eat another cherry cola Oreo.
That's a weird thing to put on there.
It's really weird, but it was in there. Hey, also, this year's naked bike ride in Philadelphia. Newsflash: there was a naked bike ride in Philadelphia. Not
We'll have
after
three-
Mardi Gras.
we'll have
This just
three-
happens to be its own thing.
There'll be 3 people attending this year.
Yep.
3
It'll
people
have,
which should not be on bikes nor naked.
and they're saying this year's naked bike ride will have an added twist, and this twist is not related to anything getting stuck in the bike chain.
No seats.
Ooh. It's not really a twist. Organizers just announced that they're teaming up with famous body painting artists to create Philly Body Painting Day to coincide with the 10th annual Philly Naked Bike Ride. Both events take place September 8th, with nude body painting being offered right before the bike ride. The annual ride is meant to promote positive body images and protest the use of fossil fuels.
Walk up to the painter. Can you make it look like I'm wearing pants, please?
That would be hilarious. They would probably do that too. Let's see. How about this? Did you know, Pat,
Yes.
that horses can read?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It's pretty common knowledge.
Who knew? Well, other than Pat. Remember and react to human expressions. Popular Mechanics says the surprising new findings come from the University of Sussex in the UK, who is apparently lonelier than the Americans to conduct this study.
Because they're sitting there with a newspaper in front of a
Like,
horse going,
can you make the horse read?
this?
Yeah.
Can you read this?
Right.
Can you read? And
Tap your hoof once for yes, 2 for no.
Meanwhile, that's the exact
Meanwhile,
same
they're
thing.
understanding human language!
Meanwhile, they just
Yeah.
look at each other like, really?
Oh, also, apparently, the University of Portsmouth in Pittsburgh, who is also lonely.
Voted 100%. Nobody understands me.
Yeah, they showed domestic horses photos of an angry or happy human face. Several hours later, they introduced the horses to an actual person photographed. The horses reacted differently depending on the photo they'd seen.
So, like, I'm smiling in a picture and you're frowning in a picture, and then I walk up to them, they're like, oh, hey, it's him.
That's not reading. Yeah.
They said they were showing a picture.
Yeah, I know, but that's not reading.
It's not reading. That's just human expression.
Yeah.
Also part of the study. Another quick.
Yeah. Animals process threatening stimuli in their right brain hemisphere using their left eye, so the direction of the horse's gaze revealed their read of the photograph. They did not have any reaction to strangers whose photos they had never seen before. That means horses have a memory for emotion. Oh, by the way, some Jedi mind tricks going on.
Why's that?
You will eat that. Damn it. That's drinking. You know the difference. A California 7-Eleven store found a way to get rid of loiterers. That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. I was so close to be like, bleep. Yeah. Sukhi Sandhu owns a 7-Eleven in Modesto, California. He's been playing loud opera music on outdoor speakers to drive away the riffraff.
He's also driven away all of his neighbors.
Yeah, Sandy says classical music is part of the company policy that promotes non-confrontational methods to reduce
That's
loitering.
called torture, though.
Yeah. Manuel Sousa, no relation to John Philip
Manuel.
Sousa.
No. Who wrote the...
Who admits to being one of the quote-unquote riffraff, says, once the music started, the riffraff left. Sousa says the loud opera makes it hard to hang out and gossip and joke around. Some other 7-Eleven stores have been getting rid of unwanted crowds by playing a loud buzzing noise that sounds like a mosquito. Let's see. No one cares about political news. Yeah, it happens. Let's see what else we got going on. Yep. We're not going to talk about trials. Nope. We're not going to talk about Broadway. By the way, when did sneezing become sexy, Pat?
2005.
A boy in Japan reported to police that a man in his mid-30s walked up to him on the street and asked him to sneeze into a napkin for him in exchange for 1,000 yen, or about $9 US. The boy did, but was freaked out enough to report it to police. Oddly, they had a similar report from a boy about 2 years ago, saying the man in his mid-20s wanted the same thing. Police are warning people that although they don't know what the problem is here or what these men want, they're concerned as people do not accept this offer. Let's see. Nope. Talking about politics on the show? Nope.
Chew, give me my money.
Right back at you.
Earthquake.
Jeez, 4.9? All right. So, And by the way, going back to the Infinity War, it did over $250 million for the weekend. Do you know what it actually did for the weekend?
$250 million.
It was $250, which beat out Star Force,
Almost,
Star Force: The Wars Awakens, Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Almost over $600 million worldwide.
That's crazy. Star Wars: The Force Awakens did $248 million in its opening weekend back in 2005, which is absolutely crazy town. Yeah, that's. How would you like to release the movie at that same time? That's
At which time? This
last
week?
at the same time. Yeah, like. Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Pretty much like every other theater could be described, other than Avengers: Infinity Wars, could be described as A Quiet Place.
Did A Quiet Place release in the same week?
No, it released way before.
Okay.
But I was making a movie joke saying like, well, it was number one,
It was.
but now it's not.
some romantic comedy came out as number one, or came out last week.
Apparently, it wasn't that well known.
Nope.
What's your fortune?
Even Popeye didn't eat his spinach until he had to.
Really? Son said, even Popeye didn't eat his. That's even if you. That's funny. Mine is there is no sorrow in the world that a hot bath wouldn't help. Just a little bit.
In bed.
Oh, busted waterbed. All right.
Jay, what about fortune cookie? Please. For entertainment purposes. Jay. Eat a fortune cookie.
No.
Jay, do something funny.
No.
Jay, do something.
I am. I'm playing.
All right, hold on. I got our old chestnut here.
Our old chestnut?
Our old chestnut. Ready?
Yeah.
Movie's coming out this month.
Oh my gosh, really?
Really?
We're doing this?
Wow.
Yeah, we're doing. Oh, it's happening.
Okay.
So let's see. Boy, there's a lot of movies coming out.
Yeah, a lot of movies come out. They're all dumb.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna. You're a big movie buff, right?
I like to think so.
I'm gonna run through these. Stop me if you've heard them. Today's May 4th, right?
May 4th.
Be
May
with
the
you.
4th be with you. Earthquake.
Yep. Overboard
Heard of it. It's a remake.
with Anna Faris. The Guardians. No.
No, unless it's a...
War movie.
Okay.
Son of Bigfoot.
No.
Tully.
Feel like yeah, but no.
Charlize Theron.
Mm.
Bad Samaritan.
Yes, I've heard of that.
Any interest?
No.
12th Man.
No.
Taco Shop.
You kind of just on the title.
You're like, now I just want tacos.
Yeah.
Andover.
Nope.
RBG.
Nope.
In the Last Days of ...
Nope.
Racer and the Jailbreak or something?
No.
The Boxcar Children.
No.
Starring Martin Sheen and J.K. Simmons.
Okay.
How about that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's one day only, apparently.
Huh.
Digimon Adventure. One day only, Thursday,
Yep,
May
I'm gonna
10th.
see it.
Are you really?
No.
All right. Life of the Party.
Nope.
Breaking In.
Nope.
The Assassin's Code.
Nope.
Terminal.
Nope.
That is starring Margot Robbie, Simon Pegg, and Mike Myers. I'm curious what that is. So here's the description. In the dark heart of a sprawling, anonymous city, Terminal follows the twisting tales of two assassins carrying out a sinister mission, Max Irons and Dexter Fletcher, a teacher battling a fatal illness, Simon Pegg, an enigmatic janitor, Mike Myers, and a curious waitress leading a dangerous double life, Margot Robbie. Murderous consequences unravel in the dead of night as all their lives intertwine at the hands of mysterious criminal mastermind hell-bent on revenge. Wow, that sounds awful!
Poor Mike Myers.
I know. I know.
And
All right, yeah, that does sound awful. But it like had some great names. It's like wow. How about this? Dark Crimes,
Nope.
starring Jim Carrey.
Nope.
I haven't seen him in anything recently.
It's not gonna do good.
And this in another uplifting story, rated R,
Yeah.
follows a story involves a case of Christian Bala, a Polish writer who was convicted of murder in 2007. The murder for which he was convicted had been a cold case, baffling the Polish police for years, and had been called a perfect crime. Bala, never a suspect in the case, attracted attention when he published a novel that detailed a murder very much like the one that was frustrating the police. Which is interesting, starring...
Kind of like O.J. Simpson, if I had done it.
yeah.
Or if I did it.
Sure.
Where they wrote the if, like, in the I.
It's
like,
yeah,
where the
question mark.
title just says, I did it.
Yep.
It's like, if.
Born Guilty?
Nope.
Higher Power?
Nope.
The Seagull?
No.
Lou Over the Wall?
Nope.
Deadpool 2, Book Club.
Wait.
What? Book Club?
Deadpool 2.
Oh, Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an indie flick.
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah, what's it rated?
Probably X. If Ryan Reynolds has his way, it's rated X.
They actually probably would aim for an X rating.
Hold on. I'm looking. Really?
It's an R.
Rating not available?
It's an R.
Is it?
Yeah.
Probably a hard R.
The hard R.
Har. I do like the posters.
Yes.
Like, this is... Come on, show the... He's sitting on a swan.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Did you see the Celine Dion thing?
I did not. No.
Oh, it's pretty good. They did a music video with Celine Dion for the movie with Deadpool.
With, like, the real Celine Dion?
The real Celine Dion.
Okay.
Not that stupid fake one going around the internet.
Well, I know if it was just like a track or something.
Yeah. Book Club?
Nope.
Show Dogs?
Earthquake?
Yep.
Nope.
Cargo? Not Fargo, Cargo.
I heard of Fargo, but not Cargo.
That's on Netflix. First Reformed?
Nope.
Anders Manor?
Nope.
On Chesil Beach?
Nope.
Pope Francis something,
No.
something, something? Cuba?
Heard of the country.
Solo, A Star Wars Story, Future World?
Wait.
Future World?
No.
What?
Solo.
A Star Wars Story, an indie flick.
Not an indie flick.
It's May 25th.
They are so dumb.
It does say it's a spin-off. All right. Describe your enthusiasm for Solo.
All right, Avengers was a 10.
Okay, yeah, clearly.
Hard 10.
Hard 10, like a hard R for Deadpool.
Well, I'll give Deadpool a hard R.
Yeah.
No, Deadpool is probably a 7. Like, I really want to see it.
Yep. Is a 7? I'm definitely going to see it once in the theater.
Yeah.
Okay, that's like the cutoff though. Like anything below a 7, and you might not catch Earthquake. 4.9. Jesus.
Can you imagine once it starts to get dark there? She's like, please stop, please stop, please stop, please stop, please
Yeah.
stop.
That was rocking me
And
to
they're
sleep,
just
man. Are you kidding? I sleep in turbulence on an airplane. that shit puts me like seriously.
Yeah, but you'll eventually just go
Turbulence on an airplane just puts me to sleep.
fall on the floor.
And that puts me to sleep in a different way. But yes.
4.
Really, for Solo?
Yeah.
What about you, Rob?
No interest.
No interest? None?
No, serious, no interest.
Really? What about from Doug Harrell of the Yearbook Podcast, available on iTunes?
Still no interest.
Still no interest.
Too much exposition. Nobody needs all this backstory. I don't want to know what the Kessel Run is.
You don't want to know what the Kessel Run is? You just want it to be
Know
this...
what the Kessel Run is.
You're afraid they're going to reveal what the Kessel Run is, and then it's going to be ruined for you?
Yeah, it's a MacGuffin. It's going to be lame.
You're saying the entire movie's a MacGuffin.
Well, the Kessel Run's a MacGuffin, but the entire movie's unnecessary.
I'll have you know, MacGuffin is not in this movie. It stars Aldrin Enric and Donald Glover and Emilia Clarke. There is no MacGuffin in this movie.
Wait, you forgot. Newly minted American treasure Woody Harrelson.
Wait, was he Canadian? Did he get his American citizenship?
No, but he is an American.
Or did he just smoke enough pot to think he's an American?
Yeah, that
No,
one
he's
too.
He's an American treasure, though.
Oh, wait, what?
Cheers and then
Since
he
when is he
disappeared.
newly minted American treasure?
I don't know, because he wasn't an American treasure until recently. Well, maybe what,
Really?
zombies? No, well,
Hunger
what's it,
Games?
Zombieland?
Zombieland, maybe.
Zombieland,
Come
maybe?
on, Doug Kingpin.
Yeah,
Kingpin,
oh,
yes.
Top of the morning to you. That
Top
was
of the
great.
Yes, that was...
Okay.
That was awesome.
Yep.
You know what I'm more excited about with Woody Harrelson?
Go on.
Venom.
That does look really good.
Looks interesting, yeah.
Who's the actor who's playing Venom?
Tom Hardy.
That's it.
Yeah.
I
you
knew
know,
he looked. And then I want to see
one of the
him,
most recognizable men in the world
and then I want to see him get in the car and drive through the desert
without saying anything. just
without saying anything.
driving,
The whole movie, yeah, exactly.
like he did in Mad Max Fury Road.
Exactly. I really want them to make another Mad
Or
Max.
Driven.
Yeah, I think they're
They're not going to make another Mad Max.
They'll wait like 10 years and then they'll make another one.
Not with him.
Maybe not, but hopefully they get something at least as good. That was a great movie.
Hopefully the director's still alive.
Hopefully. Hey, Doug, how much time we got? Can't see the clock.
30 seconds.
Do we really?
Yeah.
YouTube.com/NSLSTV, Facebook.com/NSLSTV, Twitter.com/NSLSTV, email us at NSLSTV@gmail.com. Jay, what did you learn today?
don't take a big shit and have a really big sneeze at the same time.
That's a good lesson to
Well,
learn.
you might have the first one if you do the second one. Pat, what'd you learn?
I learned don't have a big sneeze with a little shit. What?
You know what I learned? Don't eat cherry cola Oreos. They're awful.
They're amazing.
Awful.
Feed them to your
Awful.
kids.
Awful. Yeah, if you hate your kids.